So, thank you so much for your time because
Thank
you
you.
are other nominees to, now they changed the name of the prize,
It's
but
very difficult to say. We can't
Meta.
we can't say it. Music moves
Moves
Europe
Europe Talent
Talent
Award.
Awards.
Great. I remember last year there was a show with um, uh, who she was presenting. Oh yes, there was a show with Conchita Wurst, and she was
Mhm.
saying meta in a particular way, and I was like, wow, I have to register it and use it for the
And
other.
learn it by heart.
I can't. I can't. So, how was this year so far before the nomination? How did you found this
Mhm.
nomination? I mean, you were surprised. You were
Um,
Yes,
well,
it was a surprise, I think.
yeah, completely. Um, we you ask how did we started the year and how it did
How was
okay.
the year for us? Yes.
Um, so we began the year with Eurosonic playing there for the first time for
Groningen.
us. Yeah,
Mhm.
it was very cool. Uh, and after that, we went to play to the New York Fashion Week.
wow,
So we
It was,
started like
it
very
was a
high
great start.
level. It
wow.
Yeah.
was a very crazy thing for us to play there, very unexpected, um, because um, we received an email a month before, and in a month we were there playing um, with the models walking on the runway, and we matching them, and it was a very crazy experience. And after that, the lockdown came,
Mhm.
Yeah,
and
And everything changed,
yes,
and our plans changed. Um, well, as you will know, we had the plans of releasing our new album on May, and we keep doing that. I mean, we didn't change this plan because we thought we were looking forward to release it, and we needed to do it, and so we released the album on May, just like it was planned. And but well, we wanted to tour a lot with the new album, and not possible right now, but
yeah, but
well.
I think that releasing your album during the lockdown was a nice thing because a lot of us were at home basically doing nothing
yeah,
or working
Yes,
at
totally.
home. So listening to new music was a really nice thing because I know that a lot of friends of mine say I could listen to a lot of records that I could never um, find if I was working normal.
yeah. I
And
think that was something. I think that was something positive for us because we
Mhm.
think that it reached more audience because of that, and more people could listen to it, and we receive very positive messages from the people that were listening to it and say telling us that it helped them to go through this
To go through this.
lockdown. No,
Mhm.
yes,
on the other hand, we also had a lot of time to promote the record because we were at home and we could do a lot of interviews and
And
so no.
write about the record and these kind of things. Yes,
Yeah, but
we were
obvious.
more relaxed for the promotion work.
Yeah,
yeah. In fact, this year is easier even for our, us journalists to reach all
Mhm.
the artists in well
sure.
playing at Eurosonic because basically we are all home, so we can interview everybody without the madness.
Mhm.
Because the other years
Yes,
uh, you were at Eurosonic and you know how much is crazy. Now I'm in this venue, and now I'm in this other venue. I can't reach you. We cannot. So this year is weird, but in another side better because we can talk in relaxed way with all the artists. So
the bad thing is that
yeah.
Sorry. Once you release the record, you've been working for a long time, composing and rehearsing it and recording it. And then what you need is to take that out playing, you know, receiving that energy back by playing. And we didn't have that. We had tomorrow, but we couldn't play. But
well, we have played, but a little. I mean, in Spain, it has been possible to make some gigs, to make some concerts in a very specific conditions. I mean, it's different from other countries where it hasn't been possible. So we have been able to play, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 gigs or something like this. So Jana?
Sorry, I lost the connection for a moment.
I was telling to her that in Spain we have been able to make some gigs, some concerts. It's different from other countries, and I think that we are kind of lucky because we didn't play as much as we expected before the pandemics, but still we have played. So it's something important, and the conditions have been strange, difficult, very with a lot of restrictions, but we have make. I think Oyana, it was 8 gigs or something like this.
Yeah, I don't know the number, but something like that.
So, and we are in a very lucky position in comparison with other bands, I think, because I don't know, it's not the best, but it's something.
Yeah. And I had a listen to your records, and I love the sound because I mean, it's not.
Thank you.
It's very sometimes to explain what I think about the sound. It's not easy to me, even if I could explain in my language. It's a very stylish sound, but there is a little bit of vintage, a little bit of I mean, it's cool. It's really cool.
Thank you.
I love the girls band, but I hate say girls band because I mean it's a band.
Yeah, totally.
Fuck
yes.
Noise. But
yes, we feel the same.
You are really cool because you bring your female part, but you put in all in a stylish way. I can't describe basically, but it's cool. I was working on this album at basically producing and everything because the sound is really cool.
Thank you. As I think that maybe, as you said, no, that it sounds a bit vintage or so. We listen a lot of music from the 80s and 90s and so, and maybe it is reflected there somehow, no? Like British bands from the late 80s, and I don't know. I mean, it's not something that we have been thinking. We want to sound vintage.
It was natural.
It happened like that.
Okay, and basically, how many time you spent in studios recording and editing the record?
The first record, we made it without thinking very much. We went there and some of the songs were not finished yet, and we finished them there. And maybe because of that reason, maybe it is a little bit more lo-fi, no? And in this second record, we worked on the song much more. We have them all finished when we started recording it. we even made some demo recording first to try to try the studio we were gonna record them in. And Laurie, I don't know if you want to say.
No, nothing.
And we work on the sound and all the instrumentation a lot more. They were almost close, all the songs. We obviously added new things once we were there in the studio, what it's cool to know. But yeah, and we spent, I don't know, it was like 2 or 3 weeks last summer recording it in Tolosa, in Gaztetxe. How do you say Gaztetxe, Laurie? Laurie is not here.
No?
So yeah, 3 weeks or so recording it during the summer of 2019.
Okay, and another thing that I really like that it's normal in the last year, but wasn't, because I think a lot of them in Italy.
Sorry, now I can't hear you properly now. Something happens with the voice.
Let's try to. I keep myself. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Hi, back.
Oh, I'm here.
Don't worry. I was saying that I really appreciate that you are singing in Spanish, because 10 years ago a lot of bands were thinking that for having success outside borders, English was needed. Instead, I really appreciate bands that are using their language. Even if, I know that in Spain there are different languages, Castellano and everything, but I really appreciate it. Because, I mean, okay, us Italian can easily understand Spanish because it's quite similar, so I could get almost everything in your lyrics.
So you understand our lyrics?
Yeah, a little bit. And I really love it. The truth of the language and who is the songwriter between your.
Well, I started songs at home, but the lyrics, for example, in this record, we have done some of them together. I'll look later.
Hola, hello.
How are you?
I'm at my workshop. I hope this works. The connection is not very.
Later, we were talking about how she was talking about the special thing and the importance of having the lyrics in Spanish and not choosing English. And also, she was asking about the process of writing the lyrics. And Oyana was saying that in this record, in some from the four of us, if you want to say something.
That's correct.
And I will add that for us, I mean, we think in Spanish, so it had to be like that to express ourselves properly, no? And as to say what we want to say, controlling the language. And I think also we like so in other languages, they have something special too, no? And we wanted to do it like that because of those reasons. No?
Yeah. I chat with other musicians that were saying the same, even if the language was Flemish, that it's a little bit more difficult for the rest of Europe to understand. She was saying me that she cannot explain her poetry in another language. So I told you, I'm really happy that in Europe we can use a lot of languages to explain ourselves. And another thing is that I love your videos.
Thank you.
How is working with videos, because sometimes people doesn't think about videos because they saw it on YouTube or radio or station or something like that. But how did you approach to the videos? Do you have some ideas that you are sharing with an artist, or is it directly from you? Or
There have been different ways of approaching it depending on the song, but in this last record, for example, for the first video, it was directed by Ikerin Sausti. He's a friend of ours, and we wanted him to do a video for us because we knew it was gonna be something crazy and something cool. So we asked him to do it, and we didn't give him any idea or so. Everything was thought by him. For the second one, No Puedo Pensar, we had an idea on mind that we wanted to give this feeling of an old
nostalgia.
Yeah, nostalgia somehow, no? And this agitation. Can you explain it? Because I'm losing myself.
Leire, do you want to explain?
Yeah, we wanted to express the idea of making circles on your mind or something like that when you can go out from your feelings of the past or something like that. Nostalgic and feeling kind of trapped.
Yes, trapped in your past. Yes, stuck in something in your past.
Yeah, in one idea or something. So we felt like the Super 8. How do you say in the Super
8?
We wanted to record in film, you know. Super 8.
Yeah, expressing regrets and memories.
Yeah, and we liked this combo of the fanfare. Is fanfare or how is it?
Yes, it's a fanfare, an old fanfare.
Yeah, an old fanfare in San Sebastian. The song has these guitars that are they have this like big rhythm that you can find maybe in this fanfare, no? But then also this nostalgic feeling with the film. Also, the fanfare is from the 60s, I think, or 50s.
Yes, something like this.
Yeah, I think it's from 60s.
Yeah, and we like all this combo together. So we thought, well, Laurie had these friends that had access to process film and to film it with Super 8, and we contacted them because we had this idea from the beginning, no? And they could do it. And then they directed and edited all the video with this idea.
And it was really cool anyway. And
we love it, yes.
The last question is more difficult for all of us. What are your expectations for the year? Because it doesn't. I mean, we don't have.
I'm sorry.
It's quite difficult because we don't know when the situation will change. So we don't know basically if we can do something in September, let's say. What are your expectations? If you will release another single, you will use social media in a different way, or you will. We are talking about dreaming now, basically, because we don't know anything.
Our dream will be to get this prize and to play at some cities in Europe if possible. I don't think we can do a big tour. We are ready to have all the shows cancelled already. We have worked like that last year, but I will to make it possible. I want to play a little bit out of Spain because we always have like a good feeling when we do that, and the people we connect a lot with them out of Spain. And apart from that, I think we want to start composing and playing new songs. I don't know. Until this changes, I think it's that we can't spend a lot more.
Okay, and anyway, hope to see you. I don't know when, but on tour, and finally playing live, because I can't wait. I really love you, and best of luck for everything. really.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for this time. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Well, thank you
You
for reaching.
too.
Bye.
We hope to
Bye.
see you. Bye.